All right. Hello, everyone. It's Tuesday, 10 a.m. Ben is here. So let me just quickly see who's here. April, welcome. Grandpa Dennis, wood turning. Oh, Sylvia. Okay, good morning, everyone. Sylvia and Dennis, good morning. Good morning from to Canada. Um, Mom Aroma, sorry. Still waking up. April, good morning, good morning. For Ben again, it's evening. For us, it's morning over here. And I wanted before we hop in already, so I don't have a slideshow because it's action driven, but I wanted to just pop in quickly. And have you seen some of the homework things people have done? The homework they submitted for day
I've,
one?
I've especially seen all of the questions where what's my English? Sorry, I didn't speak too much English today. Where there were a lot of really good questions, so that's really cool to see.
Okay,
The
yeah.
homework I didn't
Uh,
take that much of a look at it just yet.
Okay, let me just share the screen over here and go in, and then I do have a few. So let's do it this way. Just look at a few things people have accomplished already. Then also, I got a couple more questions. Wanted to see how we're gonna do this. Hello, Florian, and hello, Pasita. Nice to see you. And then we hop right into day two because we want to make sure we get through this. I think it's a bit more intense today than yesterday, but not as bad.
Maybe we'll have to see.
Okay, so I am here and let's go in here. All right, just quickly. So, day one homework is on the way. So I have seen quite a few of these ones, and I commented on most of them. I still have to go through my own 74 notifications here, but I can see that everybody here that has basically gone through the exercise was super excited to find what they were actually looking for, or even beyond that. So I think they were super grateful to see everything, Ben, what you did yesterday. And also, I saw that one person was mentioning, I thought it was way more complicated, but it seems to be very easy to actually set up, which took like a huge fear factor. I think it was even Jacqueline, or I don't remember who it was. But yeah, so this is beautiful. It's like keep on going for day two. We did get a few questions in, Ben, and I just wanted to double check. And I mentioned I would put them live as well for everyone to actually see. But I wanted to see if we can maybe answer the new ones here, where Kim said, is there a preference on time of day, or are we going to talk about? If we're going to talk about that, then let's just skip the question for now. Um,
They're answered in the thread. I mean,
Oh,
we
it
can
is
go through
already
them, but
on the
I
thread.
answered
Okay,
them
no,
in the thread.
then we will just, okay, then everybody has their answers for sure. And then I will actually just add them here to the answer and then distribute them. A few questions came in terms of the image generator. The image generator is in our pro program. So that one isn't available during this run. So everybody has access to all of the prompts for this workshop specific. But the image generator here, we are using Flux programs, Replicate basically, and it's creating all of these elephant images. They come from this image generator basically. So that one is available for the ones that are part of AIGRAM under the image generator. And then some people were asking in terms of the prompts. So again, one more time, just to mention, the workshop prompts, they sit under the strategic prompt bundle, just to make sure it's right here, bright yellow. That's Ben's Ben's workshop here with us. And you will see right now 1 through 6, and tomorrow 7, 8, and 9. And so those are the prompts, and the lessons are in the classroom here, also bright and yellow, and under day two. And then day three will be dropped tomorrow. So just wanted the blah, blah, blah. Those came up for a moment. So before we start with Ben going into day two, I just wanted to see if there's anything we want to clarify before, but I think there's nothing. Well, day two, fill me with knowledge. Yes, you will get it today, I think. I could make it. So glad, Erin. You're not working maybe then today. But yeah, okay. So Ben, I'm going to stop sharing my screen and we can hop right in, and then afterwards we can see if questions come up.
Yep, for sure. Sounds good. All right. So yesterday we obviously figured out our YouTube niche, and we already have a first video concept and also even kind of a script for it. So now let's actually go through the next steps and try to get that video out as soon as possible, because faster action is always going to lead to more improvement. Like I always tell people, don't try to optimize and optimize and optimize in one video. Just try getting it out there and then see what you can do better the next time. But first, we gotta make our first one, obviously. So if we just go to Win4, we get a few questions to answer. Now, this is about the recording setup, and you don't really need that much for recording. I, for example, have an iPhone 13. If I just put that in and nothing else, it would say that the iPhone 13 is good enough. I do also have a DJI Osmo Pocket, though. This is kind of a budget, kind of budget. I mean, your phone is the most budget recording device that you can use, and it's also very good usually. Even something like an iPhone 13. But yeah, DJI Osmo Pocket is definitely one that I can recommend if you do want to at some point get a camera. 13 million Vietnamese dong. I think that's about $600, $500, something like that. So
it looked like really cool. Good when I looked at this one, because you have mentioned in your community, I think, as well. So it looked like the next step up, basically.
Yeah, that's the next step from the iPhone or from whatever phone. Yeah, for sure. So we got the recording device. Describe your planned recording location and available lighting. Now, if we just look at mine here, the lighting here is actually kind of okay. But we probably want to mention that if we have like a window, I have a window in my bedroom, no window in the kitchen, but good lighting. Yeah, good kitchen lighting. Basically, what we want to look for with lighting is that we are not too overexposed, meaning it's not too bright. It's not just from the top, but kind of going at our face from an angle. But here, Claude is going to tell us that in just a second as well. What audio equipment do you currently have available? This right now is actually not even these headphones because they're not working. So I just have my laptop microphone, phone, and I also have this DJI Osmo Pocket comes with a microphone, so I also have that one. All right. What's your recording environment in terms of noise? For me, it's pretty quiet. If you did have some noise, then there are some ways to reduce that in the post editing. But let's just say no noise and it's fine. Do we have any of these available? Tripod, ring light, desk lamp, books for stacking? No, but I have chairs for stacking. Chairs for stacking.
I love that you look around. Actually, it's like so real. I'm literally thinking you're just setting it up for the first time.
Yeah, because I actually stack chairs quite a bit. I'm moving around a lot here in Vietnam right now, so I never really have books for stacking. But yeah, if you have like a small table and then you put a chair on top of it.
Oh, cool. So yeah, that is a prime example. You're actually traveling and or with small load of equipment, right? And then that makes sense. Yeah. Okay, cool. Super.
Yeah, nothing else. What's your niche from day one? We can just copy that over from our document. Or if you have the pro version, I think you can click on retrieve, I believe.
Yeah.
Nice. Wait, here's our niche. Like that. What's your budget for any equipment upgrades if needed? Let's just say no budget for now. All right, and let's see what we get from this. So our primary recording device is the iPhone 13. Superior to DJI Osmo Pocket for talking head content? That's not quite right. But it is true that the iPhone 13 or whatever phone is usually, like, it works really, really well. You don't need to invest into some camera just yet. The DJI Pocket 3 would be an upgrade. I'm not sure why it says that, but primary device, okay. Makes sense. Settings, record at 4K 30 FPS, back camera only. Very true. Like, don't try to use this inside camera, but use the back side of your phone because it just has a higher quality and resolution.
Yeah, that was a bad. I did that a few times, so please, I would so agree with you there too. Don't use the front camera; it looks really horrible, mostly.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. All right. Landscape orientation. We don't want to record like this, but like this. Camera at eye level using the chair stack. Yep. Stack 2 to 3 chairs, and then you can put a water bottle behind the phone. That's what I always do. Position yourself arm's length from camera. Makes sense. Yeah, we can clear the lens. Just with a t-shirt is fine as well. And that sounds good. All right. Best option, iPhone 13 built-in microphone. For me, it's actually the DJI microphone. But
So you're combining these two. So you record with the iPhone, and then you use the microphone from the DJ, whatever that is.
DJI. Well, I would just use the DJI for recording, and then I have the mic to the DJI
Camera?
connected.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but if I weren't recording with the DJI, I would be able to connect the Bluetooth mic to the phone. Yeah.
Okay, so in terms of audio, just would you say definitely have some kind of headphones? Let's say they don't have the DJ microphone or whatever. What would be the best option then? Just the headphones like you have, or these iPods, or
Yeah. Are they called iPod? I don't know how they're called, but the wireless ones, if you have
yeah,
those,
yes.
those usually have pretty good audio. You can use those. If you're recording something on your screen and you're recording that with Loom, for example, or just with the built-in recording software, then you can definitely use these cable ones. If you record with your phone, the cable ones don't really work because the cable would be in the way, if that makes sense.
Right.
So then I would get like a cheap wireless microphone. It's like $15 or something. But first, just getting started with the built-in microphone for the first videos.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter so much there, but as long as it's out there, it's on YouTube. You have
Yeah,
your video on there. Okay.
that's true.
Thank you.
All right. So audio solution, built-in microphone, sure. Speak directly from the bottom of the phone. Oh, toward the bottom of the phone. Yeah, that's where the microphone is. 3-foot distance. The further you go away, the worse the audio is going to be. Yeah, bedroom, true. If you have carpets or soft furnishing, better acoustics versus in a kitchen, like there's a lot of tiles usually where the sound basically bounces off and then you get kind of an echoey sound. So if you have any carpets, something like that, that's great. You can test the audio, of course, by just recording it and playing it back later. Avoid kitchen recording. There we go. Hard surfaces create echo. Yep.
Good question then. Sometimes people, I find some YouTube videos, I don't know if it's true, but they literally go into a closet where you have just a lot of clothes and everything else because of the buffer. So is it like the tighter the space or more buffered, I guess, carpet, what you mentioned, so on, the better the sound will be?
Pretty much.
Okay, so it's not a joke that people sit in their
No,
own closets sometimes.
I've done that. I've done that.
Okay, all right. There we go. Thanks.
All right, we got a lighting plan. This is very important because like iPhone 13 is kind of old. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. But basically, this one can still record a better video with good lighting than the newest phone can with bad lighting. So we do want to pay a bit of attention to our lights. Now, what is being suggested to us? Is it facing the window at a 45-degree angle? Yep, not directly because then your face usually looks flat. And so we don't want to do 90 degrees either because that's too much. Then one side of your face would be completely dark. 45 degrees, something like that, would be amazing. Optimal timing, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. for consistent flattering light. Sounds good. Overcast days, yep. If you have curtains that kind of diffuse the light, those also work really well. If you have if you're in a situation where your lighting just in general looks pretty good, where mine right now it's pretty decent, then you can also just use that, and you don't need to sit in front of a window or whatever. Just get started with whatever. You're muted.
Yeah, I just wanted to chime in. I have the 45-degree angle right now, so the light is hitting, but I also have like one tiny ring light coming just in case, it matters for people when you turn that thing off. The difference is like this, and then
Yeah,
turn
that's
it back
nice.
on. It just illuminates a little bit more. But yeah, all right, hang on.
Where were we here? All right, chair arrangement, 3 to 4 feet. We had that one already. Kitchen artificial light, only use it when the window light is unavailable. Yep, I would agree with that. But basically, don't overthink it that much. Just get started. Background optimization. All right, let's see what we can add for a background. For me, that's not really applicable because I'm moving around so much. But let's see. Clean, organized workspace. Yep. Laptop or computer setup. For me, because my niche is basically this: location independent creators, how to build a profitable video editing business with YouTube. Makes sense to kind of have a laptop in the background, for example, or some monitors, minimal travel elements, passport, small glove, or a travel book. That would be a cool setup. Notebook, planner. Yeah. For now, I don't think it matters that much. Just try to have a clean space. Over time, if you more get into YouTube later on, then you can actually try building out a background like this one. But for now, just record whatever. So we got the quick setup checklist. Yep, we can clean the lens, stack chairs to put the camera at eye level, or do whatever you want to get the camera at eye level. And no wobbling, that's fair enough. Yep. I think that's all self-explanatory, to be honest. So you can record the audio by just recording and then listening back to it. Also, that you're centered in the video, that's a good point. So you want to be just in the middle of the video, not on the side, not here, not there. Try to be centered. And the lighting, that makes sense.
Ben, somebody had just a good point when they have glasses on. That was, let me just quickly see. Nope, that was here, I think. It's also better when you have glasses to have it above a 45-degree angle. So I guess I don't have glasses often on, but if you have the light, it's always reflecting. I think that's quite a bit of a hassle for most people that wear glasses. Do you have any other tip there?
I don't, but the 45-degree part makes sense. I think
Okay.
that could work, yeah.
Yeah, I think I've never found a good way to keep the right ring light from creating a reflection from my glasses. I think actually, Tori, I'm gonna have Jackie chime in there too. She found something, so I will let her know and come back to you.
Also, if you move the light source further away, then I think it's going to be less obvious.
Right.
Like a ring light, if you're directly at it, you're just going to see the circle. Sometimes you can even see it in people's eyes without glasses. So moving it further back might help. All right, we got a troubleshooting guide. We got an upgrade path. What can we get? iPhone phone tripod. Yeah, if you want. I think the wired earphones with microphone are definitely a better investment. You don't need to get the earphones, just the wireless microphone would be great. Small ring light, also if your lighting isn't good, that's a good idea. All right, so we got our recording setup right out of the way, and let's move on to our recording method over here. What's your video title and main topic from day one? Quick win. We have that over where? I thought it was somewhere up here. Oh, there we go. How I went from German college student to a Vietnam-based video editor in 12 months, complete roadmap. So we have that. Main topic. I think we can just paste this one in as well, just for some more context. How comfortable are you in camera? Be honest, this affects our approach. I mean, for me, by now, I am pretty comfortable on camera, even though I stutter quite a lot when I record videos, but I'm still comfortable. But we're just gonna say I'm nervous to record. This is my first time recording myself, I think I look and sound weird, because that's something that I definitely had to deal with. So let's see what AI has to say
Can
about
I,
this.
yeah, can I just ask that out also to the people? What is their biggest concern actually, to listen to themselves when they hear themselves, or to sound weird? Or what is the biggest fear with recording for the first time? If you can put that into the chat, maybe we can take a quick look at it in a moment as well. But I'm curious.
Yeah, for sure. All right, what's your biggest concern about recording this video? We kind of have this here. If you have any other concerns, you can put them in there. What time of day do you have the most energy and feel most confident? For me, I like to record kind of in the mornings, so before 12 p.m. Do you have your bullet point outline from Quick Win 3? We have that. Oh, ready and practiced. I don't think you need to practice it, as long as you kind of know which points you're going to talk about. If you have it in front of you, you have the list on your phone, for example, or if you're recording with your phone, then you have it on your laptop, have it on a notepad. Then I don't think you need to practice it, because we want to basically remove as much friction as possible. So let's just say, yes, I have it in front of me. How much interrupted time do we have? We have an hour, but we're not going to need an hour. Let's see. All right, we got this one from the last one as well. Stand up and do 10 jumping jacks. This is great. I do push-ups usually, but jumping jacks work just as well. Trying to just get your mind off things, try to get blood flowing, and that definitely gets you in a better state to record, because you don't want to be on YouTube sitting like, oh, hey guys, welcome to my video. You want to have a bit more energy at least.
That is such a good idea. I put normally really loud music on for as well, to just like, and a stand up. I love standing up. Today I'm sitting, but yesterday my energy I felt was much better just standing up. That is just something for me as well.
Yeah. The music part I definitely also relate to. Yeah, I do that too sometimes. All right, then we want to practice our hook. This is definitely true, because our hook, if we look it up here, if we look it up where?
I think if you maybe even search for hook, it might come up.
Hook script word for word, exactly. We have it. Yeah, thank you. We have the first 15 seconds scripted out exactly, and we really want to try to nail this one. The rest doesn't really matter. The first 15 seconds, as we showed last time though with the graph, we want to basically keep people on our video, so the first 15 seconds should be pretty good. Practicing this 3 times out loud makes sense. Power pose, smile, yep. I do fake smiles before recording. That's definitely a good point. Read through your bullet points, remind yourself, I'm helping someone who was exactly where I was a year ago. Talk to a friend, basically. Don't try to say, oh, I'm on stage now, I'm being filmed. It's like, no, just imagine the camera you're talking to is a friend, and then you can give the best advice and you can stay calm, pretty much. Or you can also, if you're working with people already, if you have any clients, if you have a business, then you can also imagine talking to a client like that.
Yeah, I had just maybe, I'm just putting out a few things. What helped me as well was I actually had a little smiley face right next to the camera, to not look down at myself as well, but to look
Right.
at the camera. And that took the thing away of focusing on myself too. It's just like I'm looking at the smiley face up there where my camera is, and I'm just going to talk and smile back to the stupid face. But it worked, actually. It worked.
Yeah.
At sales calls, they told me, Katrine, you should really smile the whole time, even so the person can't see you on the other end, but it comes through the phone line, even when you do sales
Hear
talks,
it.
and smile. So, and that gets you away from the monotone stage, or the monotone way of talking. Is like, don't look at yourself, look at the camera, look at the smiley face, and smile. And yeah, try it out. At least it worked for me.
Yeah. We have a concern here from Grandpa Dennis. I don't like to watch myself. I also found the sound of my voice is so different to what I expect.
That's always the case.
Yeah.
That is always the case. When I hear myself, I'm like, this is not me. But Sylvia, I think, and Grandpa Dennis, both of you, it's normal, I think. Nobody likes to hear their own voice. I know that Seth runs away, far away, when he hears himself. So don't worry about it, I think. Just don't worry about it.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I'm helping someone who is exactly where I was definitely helps. Yeah,
That's so
yeah, I think
helpful.
that reframe is good. Yeah,
I just feel like I look like a dork. Tori, nice. Well, don't look like a dork. You don't. Well, I don't know. I think you just need to get used to that. And that's why I think we say, like, film 3 of those videos. Just get them out of the way and get used to yourself. It's literally getting to know yourself a little bit better just from the other side. And it's just going to be weird. Accept that it's weird. And then over time, you're like, ah, yeah, I guess it's me. um that's the whole thing. That every single person, I think, has that, right? It's just
yeah.
oh,
And it's
okay.
also if
Yeah,
you say a sentence in a way that you don't like, you can just say the sentence again, and then later in, for example, CapCut, the mobile app, you can just cut out the bad take that you had, and you basically have infinite shots of making the video like you want, but still eventually just get it out there.
exactly. And also, I think the first 3 videos nobody is ever going to look at again once you're at video number 50 or 40, even, or 20, maybe even. So yeah, looking and sounding nervous. Do you want to take the questions afterwards? Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt too much, but we were just at this right point of
Yeah,
fear.
I think it made sense to just look at what people are saying right now.
Okay, so
Um,
looking and sounding. Pasita says, what about the background for the video? Do you advise to use my regular background and not Zoom backgrounds?
yeah, I would in general say please don't record with Zoom because it affects your video quality a lot, like, a lot more than you think.
Yeah, also, maybe Pasita, you mean if you do like tutorial videos, or I don't know why you would use Zoom to record. Like normally, what Ben said, use a camera or use a screen recording, I guess, and then you have yourself, like we are doing right now. But those Zoom recordings where you blur out the background, I think it makes it, in my opinion, very impersonal and just not good looking because everything is faded. Just be real. I don't know, Ben. You're
100% agree. Yeah.
yeah. April said, I look nervous and sound weird. Yeah, that's okay for the first 10 times. Right?
Yeah, that's fine. Perfectly fine. Sound monotone. Try doing the jumping jacks and screaming before recording, blasting some loud music, something like that.
Start dancing. Okay, let's see if there's. I need to remind myself, don't worry about how I sound to myself. Exactly. Tori felt, oh, sound, look dorky. That was Tori's way. We need to accept who we are. This is, I think, just what I can
Yeah.
say. Like, of course, if you have a chance, put, for women, maybe put some little bit of makeup on or something. You can always pull yourself out a little bit more. We know this as females, definitely. I don't know. What are men doing, Ben? Just the push ups?
Wash their hair.
Wash their hair and put some beard oil in. That's pretty much it. But as women, we do have the possibility to put like a tiny little bit of mascara or something on. Okay, I think we got them now. The
Yeah.
more you do it, and the easier it gets. 100%. I think, Jackie, that is 100%.
Yeah. And Dennis, yes, I said CapCut. That's the one. Because it's just very easy to use. All right. Where were we? We were at the jumping jacks and smiling and reading
Yeah.
the bullet points. Yep. We're helping someone where we were a year ago. This is for practice, not a performance. Yep. We have a unique story. That's cool. And then now we have different approaches. Take one approach, discovery take. I think this is overthinking it a bit, in my opinion. I would just say, just start recording and don't stop recording. Just record. Yeah, if you don't like the recording, you can just delete it. You can do it again. I think after the second or third time, accept it for what it is. Just get it out there. Yeah, we have some techniques. I mean, if you fill out the prompts, yourself, then you will see a lot of these as well. You can read through them if you want. I think we already mentioned quite a few of the tips that help the most. Yeah, we don't need to do all of this yet. This is definitely something that we can do later on once we have the first few videos out. So let's move on to the sixth one, where we basically want to look at, okay, how do we actually upload these videos? What's the final video title from day one? This is the title. Wait, over here. Do we want to test any variations? For now, no. Later on, you can definitely try testing variations. If you want to test out different titles and thumbnails and see how they do, then always wait 3 days before changing it. What's your main
Why is that, Ben? Sorry, why is that with the 3 days again?
Because yeah, the 3 days basically comes from my community where we share each other's statistics, and we always say like we always see that either it starts picking up right from the start, or it doesn't ever, or it's at around day 3, and that's kind of just what we've usually seen.
Cool.
I have channels where like this is very fun about YouTube. This is why I love YouTube. When we have search-based videos, they can start picking up after like a year or so.
Really?
Yeah, so if we have this video right here, we can see this is day 203, this over here.
Wow.
203.
Flat for now, and then it just takes off.
And then now after 1,200 days, we've got 100,000 views. So
That is
like,
incredible. So it really lives. I mean, YouTube is long living then. It's just, it doesn't matter. Just put out good content and then wait and see.
yeah, that's pretty much it.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, so this is actually with a lot of keyword optimization as well, which we luckily have in our nice prompt tool here. Because if we want to rank for search, then we do need to do some extra stuff. If we want to basically make a video that shows up on the homepage, on this one right here, then keywords don't even matter that much. But for search-based, they definitely do. So what's our main target keyword? I think it would be become a full-time remote video editor. That sounds good. What links do you want to include? Samplelink.com. Basically, your offers, your freebies, whatever you want. But I would try limiting it to just the most important ones, pretty much. Here it says maximum 2 recommended as well. I think that makes sense, yeah. What's your main call to action goal for this video? I think this time we said that it was just to get subscribers. Again, if you have freebies or something, you can make that the main goal. Where do you plan to share this video after uploading? This is very, very important, because if you already have an email list, or you already have a school community, if you have a Facebook group, if you have anything, definitely share your video there. If the audience in that group is basically the audience that you want to attract with your YouTube videos. So let's say I have Instagram stories email list. Niche and target audience definition. We have that at the very top. Over here. Yep. And basically, especially when doing evidence videos, which, for those who don't know, Evelyn is basically the one person that I do the most work for. We often see that if she doesn't post her videos to the email list immediately, even the views later on are less. So it's not just, okay, we get 200 views from the email list, let's say, and then if we don't post it to the email list, we get 200 views less. But it's actually, if we don't post it to the email list, we get 500 views less, even though only 200 of them came from the email list.
So there's a big, so you would suggest send it to your email list, all the new videos you do right after. Yeah. And I think she posted then also into her community, and just wherever you have a chance, I guess, to post your new video, just use that then, like you said, Instagram, wherever you are.
Yeah, anywhere we can, where it's the same target audience.
Right, okay, makes sense.
So I'm just going to open this up in the edit mode, because, well, we want to be uploading our video over here with the upload, but it's going to look just like this after you've done that. So let's see what we have. optimize titles options. Let's see which one is nice, is best here. How I went from German college dropout. That was the one we had. Remote. Oh no, we added full-time remote. Okay. Remote video editor. How I built a location-independent business from college. I usually don't like these. How's it called? Doppelpunkte.
The
Colons.
colons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I usually don't like colons in titles, so let's not do this one. The college student who became a digital nomad, my story. This one is also cool. I've seen a few people do something like this, but I would more go with the how I went from this to this, because that makes it very obvious to the audience what they get out of the video. Recommendation is the primary title. Yep, for sure. So we have algorithm lines. In this video, I share my complete journey. Yep. Profitable remote video editing business. Basically, what we want to have in the description is a whole bunch of keywords. So here I didn't do it because I didn't care. I just wanted to upload that video for myself, not for it to get views, really. If we want to optimize it, then definitely have a lot of keywords in here. Vietnam, Germany, college student, building remote video editing business, journey, full-time remote, challenges, strategies, and the AI tools already generated these ones for us.
Yeah, it's basically those words that, in this case, for you, evoke a feeling or a wish or a longing for something. Those keywords.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We also have 3 hashtags. If you didn't know, only 3 hashtags. More than that doesn't work on YouTube. On other platforms, that's obviously different, but on YouTube, you can only add 3. Like, you can type out more, but it doesn't do anything. But even these aren't very important. And then we have our thumbnail strategy. Yeah, definitely we want to be using Canva because Canva is just the easiest to get started with. Yeah, am I giving that away?
Templates, right?
Yeah, I'm considering it. Should I give away the template? I'll give you one template away. I'll give you one thumbnail template that's from my community, school.com/Ben. If you want to have more templates, then you can join.
Yeah.
But I'll show you
You have
one.
templates in there, but also, Ben, just quickly, because that question came up.
Yeah.
Anyway, so can you just go back to your community? Because I know your community, when people join your community, they do get a channel review, right?
Yep,
With
that's
you?
true.
So
Yeah.
just for everybody, when you feel like ready with your videos and you want to go on with YouTube and video, I highly recommend going to YouTube with Ben on school as well. And because he will do a channel review and you will get way beyond your first 3 videos from there. So I put the link again, and I will put it in again actually into the comments right now. But I think it will be helpful if you take this as a serious step, YouTube, to join Ben's community over there, for sure.
Yep, thank you.
Yeah, no, I think it's important. If you want to grow something, go behind it, learn it, and take it from an expert. And then you can always see where you want and if you want to continue. And if not, that's totally cool too. But you have the Instagram Reels course in there. So it's really worth your money.
All right, so over here we have thumbnail and we have the Canva template, which we're gonna share somewhere. Join the chat. Oh, I can't do that, but we can post it. For now, I'll post it here. We'll find a better place to post this. But this is basically a Canva template that you can use for your thumbnail. So let's go back to our prompt though.
Wow. Okay, so I will add it then to day 2.
Yeah, for sure. Add it to day 2. That sounds good.
Thank you. That's really sweet. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. So basically what we have here is, let me just click on view template real quick. Yep. Is we have, you can basically just change the text in here. That's pretty much it. And you can add yourself.
Using them. If you go to my channel, Blend Precisely, I use 2 of your thumbnail tags.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I use them. And yeah, that's the one, exactly. So see those ones to the right there? I use the one with the yellow under 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yes. So I'm trying to get better thumbnails done. too, and I'm playing with it, but I noticed actually that it does pick up views with those thumbnails. So thanks. Yeah, definitely use those ones. But I'm still learning and practicing as well.
Yeah, we have one Rebecca from our community. Like this is basically how you want to use this thumbnail template. You can change this red to whatever brand color you want, change the text to whatever sounds interesting, and add yourself. So she's been getting insanely good results with this, and that's really how easy it can be. You don't
Oh,
need
she's
to
in your
learn design and
community.
everything. Yeah,
Oh, the pianist. Isn't she a
yeah,
piano teacher?
pianist. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. She went from
10,000
like
views. That is so cool. I saw that above there too.
82,000,
What?
30,000. She's been
What?
popping off.
That's amazing. Yeah, okay, so this is a no-brainer.
Exactly. So what we want to do with this text is basically add to the title. I think AI Grim here actually told us a different one, which is a before and after, which that's also a really good one if you want to do that. Um, but I think this is a lot easier, where basically if we have, let's say, we're in the fitness niche and we have how I lost 10 pounds of fat. And then on the thumbnail, you can add something to that. You don't say lost 10 pounds of fat in the thumbnail, but you said, you can say without exercising, or you can say with keto diet, with carnivore diet. Add more information pretty much that makes it more interesting to the viewer.
Oh, on the thumbnail itself, so you can say, I lost 10 pounds with a keto diet. So put the whole thing on then.
I would just put with a keto diet on the thumbnail.
Oh, just with the keto diet on the thumbnail. And
Keeping
okay,
it short.
good. Okay.
Maybe here we have 3
Yeah,
piano practice secrets that feel like cheating. Practice less, improve more. I was like, what? That doesn't make sense. Let me see what this is about.
right. Let's
Sparking
get
that
real.
curiosity.
Talent isn't enough. Yeah. Oh, these are really good hooks.
Yeah. So you can look at Rebecca if you want to have some
Yes,
inspiration for
got
thumbnails.
it. Maybe we have pianists in here. They would want to follow anyway. That's cool. Thank you for sharing this one.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so what we got recommended here is a split screen, a before and after thumbnail. We can do that as well if we wanted to. Face clearly visible, that definitely makes sense. Here we also have the recommendation of just having very few text. So just 4 words, color student, and then remote editor on the other side of the thumbnail. High contrasting colors, that's a very good point. Bright background, dark text, or vice versa. I usually go with a dark background and white text. Yep. Palm trees, sure. Whatever is related to your video, you can have that in the thumbnail as well. Mobile test is important. You don't need to actually send it over to your phone or anything, but if you design a thumbnail here, then it's very big, but on YouTube, it's very, very small. If you just compare this size to this size, so when you make thumbnails, just zoom out and see, is the text still readable? So here, this text is still readable for me, even though it's so small. That means that it's big enough, pretty much.
Ben, do you have something? Tori is asking, do you have a before and after thumbnail? Can you think of one?
Yeah, maybe, perhaps. No, but in the Miro boards, which you get in my community, by the way, I have a whole bunch of titles and thumbnails saved, where I'm sure
Oh,
there'll be
okay.
one. Here we have one. All right, so we have day 1 versus year 2. It's basically a split screen. We have one text here, one text there, and it's just a before and after. In this case, it's actually he had a bad transformation. Usually it would be you look sad on the one picture and then happy on the other one.
Right, it looks the opposite for him there.
Yeah. You're
Not
not
sure.
crazy, being a small creator is harder. So that's what the video is about. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, makes sense.
Do we maybe have another one? I think before and afterwards we don't have another one. Oh
I
no, we
think,
do.
yeah,
Here's one. Literally just writing before and after also works.
yeah.
And here we have day 1, day 5.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So that makes it's often used in the fitness scene. I see it a lot, always the before and after workout and exercise. And I guess with a business, it makes sense to have like no money, sad face, and then happy when you get $1 million in or something. Point out.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Tori says great, thank you.
All right, nice. This checklist works. I'll show you in YouTube though. So let me actually just click on upload video just to make sure that it doesn't look. Sure, we're uploading an Evelyn video now, just as a test. So we have the title and thumbnail over here already. You would just want to put that in. Then upload your thumbnail here. After downloading it from Canva, click on upload file. You select the one, for example, this
And
one.
it can be PNG, right? Like a PNG file, not a JPEG.
PNG, JPEG also works.
Okay.
Yeah, PNG or JPEG, yeah. Not made for kids is very important to check, because if we do this, it's going to end up on the YouTube Kids app and comments are going to be disabled, which we don't want. You can add it to playlists if you want. I don't think it's that important. I think this is actually required now that we are not using AI here. If you are using AI, that's fine. You can just click on yes, but we're not.
That's
automatic chapters. Yeah, that's a new one, yeah. Automatic chapters, we can turn those on if it's a long video, or I would turn it off if it's a short one. It basically means that people will see the different chapters of the video and they can skip ahead. For long videos, it's most likely going to increase your overall watch time, but for short videos, they might just skip and then leave faster, if that makes sense, since we want to optimize for watch time. All right, then we have tags, which hopefully we have in here. We actually don't have in here. No.
I will add those ones.
Yep, that's good. And then I'll show you a little hack until those are added, which is rapidtags.io/generator. And we just put in the title and we'll get some tags that we can. That didn't work. That didn't work. All right, let's clean up the title. So we're doing how I became a full-time video editor. There we go. Those tags look good, and we can just copy those over. Too long, remove one. Nice.
So just a quick question. Before you said no more than 3, but was that mentioned for the top description section?
That was for hashtags.
Hashtags, got it. Okay, so all right, difference, Katrine, thank you. Hashtags 3 up there, but tags you can put in, I guess, as many as you want.
500 characters, yeah.
Okay, got it. Thanks.
Yeah. No worries. English, don't need to do anything here. I think this will all be pretty much good by default. You can set your category if you want. You can do entertainment, education, whatever fits.
Is there one category better than another, or should you?
I think if you make comedy videos, you shouldn't put politics there.
Okay. Well, maybe you should on purpose. Politics is
It would be funny.
Right. Yeah, but just stay in your category somehow, or in your target.
Yeah, if you make videos about pets and animals, then just click on pets and animals, because why not, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
Now, video. Oh, it's not letting me go to the next one because I don't have a title. Yep, sorry. All right. We can add an end screen if we had another video, which we don't. Usually I would just add one video here. So we go here, video, and then we can choose a specific video or best for viewer. And then basically what this helps us do is people are going to watch more and more of our videos, leading to more trust built. The YouTube algorithm knows, okay, this is a good channel, and just in general, it's going to be good for us.
Okay, so this is basically to keep the people on your channel to do the next suggestion of a new video, or an older one even, if it relates to the topic. Got it. Okay.
Yeah. And then we can just hit on publish and post it to our email list, which I think we have over here mentioned as well.
That is easy.
Yeah, it's not too bad, is it? Post to Instagram stories, send to your email list. And I'm sure with AI Grim, you can also write the email.
Yep.
Pin your own comments. You can do that if you want to. If you want to get some more engagement in there. It's not too important. Respond to every comment within first 2 hours. Just reply whenever you want.
Yeah. So some of these ones you would say just do the job and don't get hung up by, because remember, so we are still working with AI. Don't get hung up by all of the results needing to follow step by step. Just
Yeah.
like what Ben just said, just get the videos out, especially the first 3 videos, and then you can always go back and make everything better the next time.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah,
So
with that, we have a video public. Isn't that cool?
private, yeah. So publish it definitely as public and not private, I guess.
Yeah, I just didn't want to publish the video that we had here because that was
Yeah,
obviously not a real one. Yeah.
right. So Tori is asking what times are recommended for short and long videos.
I'll answer about shorts first. Like if we say shorts, then that usually means, well, they extended it to 3 minutes, but in this format, in horizontal, no, in vertical format.
Vertical, yeah.
Yeah, and those I wouldn't recommend for anything really, because there's been stats by Alex Zamosi and people I work with, and basically what we see is that shorts viewers watch more of your shorts content, but they don't really convert into anything. So on Instagram, you have conversions through the Instagram stories or through ManyChat, but on YouTube, those sadly don't exist. So don't waste your energy on shorts. And so for long form videos, you can do whatever you want. You can make a 4 minute video, you can make a 40-minute video. I think 8 to 12 minutes is usually the average that people go for.
Yeah, and I see also the retention normally for people is what you just said, everything to
Mm.
up to 15 minutes maximum. And I think also that's how much you can do or not more even in the beginning when you start out. Keep them so you don't start fumbling and everything. That would be my suggestion. When I started out with these long 1 hour teaching videos actually for
Yeah,
classrooms, and that was just so hard. And then afterwards I went back to the short form. It's like, oh, that's easy. I should have started like this. So start even with a 4 minute video if you have something cool to tell with a hook, right? And
yeah,
something that people can learn in a short amount of time. Just do that. Don't I think the overthinking is what we all do. And
yeah,
grab a topic, get out there, video, film the video, and post it. And then share it to the community, of course, because we all want to see it, right? Don't be
yeah.
nervous. Yeah. So let's see if there are any other questions for today. And then we can hop off. Can you show us? So we did that one. I shared Ben's community. Definitely check it out. And
I think my overthinking.
yeah, well, exactly. I I overthink my overthinking. Yes, April, not good because you will never ever get to the point where we would then get the business out or make the money or monetize on anything. It's just like what we do is not a good thing. Overthinking is actually counter in productive. Okay, I think we went through all of them. So if there are no more questions for today, this is it. So today is literally get your first video out, go to the classroom in AI Grim, and hang on, I'm just gonna quickly, and then we go classroom. So make sure you hop over to day number 2. If you need to watch it again, it will be here. And then set up a simple recording and go to record your first video, maximum 30 minutes it should take. That's what I put in there. And then upload and optimize or optimize later. There's one more question from Grandpa Dennis. Hashtags versus tags. Can you clarify for me again?
Yeah. Basically, hashtags are keywords that you can put in the description. You just want to use 3 of them, and tags is a different section in the upload. So when you upload the video, you'll see there is a section called tags, and there you can have a lot of keywords. I don't think hashtags matter that much, and tags you can just generate with the AI tools.
And so is there a different, like in search results using both of them, or why would anybody use hashtags?
Theoretically, you can click on hashtags and find more videos using those hashtags.
Got it. Okay.
no one really does it. So it's
No,
kind
I've
of,
never done that.
yeah, you can put that in there just in case, and it might help the algorithm figure out more what your video is about and who it's for. That's why I just usually pop 3 in there, but I wouldn't overthink it. Just add some.
Yeah, add some, but definitely do tags.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Kim is asking, so if we are recording by ourselves, you said flip phone, hit record, then sit down and talk? Edit that out? I've never recorded before.
Yeah, pretty much. You can just use the camera app, and then you record with this camera over here. Once you click stop, you have the camera, the recording file. You can use an app like CapCut, for example. It's very beginner friendly. You just put it in there, and you can cut things out if you want to. Or if you're somewhat happy with your recording, you can just upload it as it is on YouTube as well.
Okay, so I think I've never edited any of my videos, and maybe I should have. But I saw you can edit as well in YouTube itself. Is that something you would suggest?
If it's just 1 or 2 things that you want to cut out, you can do that, yeah. If it's more than that, then it's going to be a time waste because it's not really that well made, I don't think.
Right. So just if you want to cut something small out, you can do it on YouTube. Okay, yeah, because yesterday I was actually the beginning of our video. I still kept on talking to you and it recorded it. I'm like, oh no, I need to do this new. And then YouTube actually didn't let me do it because it took a long time to publish since it was maybe a
Mm.
1 hour video or so. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna let go of that. So yeah, it's what it is. I have recorded with Canva and uploaded to YouTube. I think that is probably so. What I'm seeing is maybe a little bit the style also Evelyn is having when they go live in Zoom videos and teaching classes and or record slideshow, for example. April, I think, and that's also Pasita. What you meant before, mentioned before. I need to. I know it was something else you mentioned. I do tutorial videos, then upload them into YouTube, and that was the question with Zoom, I think. So if you record tutorial videos, Pasita, I always record with Loom.
Yeah.
Um, Definitely, I would not use, for some reason, I would not use Zoom. I would record with Loom. You have the option to cut out ums and ams as well, and you can use their transcript for creating an email. So I find Zoom not to be the perfect screen recording opportunity. That's just my opinion. I don't know, maybe Ben, you have heard something
I
different.
definitely share that opinion, yeah.
Uh,
The I think Loom is the best option, but since it's not exactly free, the next best option would be something like StreamYard, which is still very easy to use, and the recording quality is pretty good because it's actually saved on your laptop locally as well.
Yeah, so this one here is also StreamYard we are using right now. So this might be an option. And Loom, I think, is free as long as it's under 5 minutes. So maybe keep your videos short. Uh,
Yeah. Do we want to limit ourselves like that? And then it's also
no,
only X amount of videos per month. So
right, right. But just maybe for the beginning, don't overthink anything. If you have to start paying for something right now, that's not what this exercise is about, I think, right? It's about get your first video out there, the first 3 right now this week, and then you can wonder about what software to use and how to cut everything or what else. These are all, tips and so on. But overall, I think, yeah, you're good to go as it is. Is there any other? Let's see. I waste so much time trying to cut the ums. Use Loom if you have the budget for it because it cuts the ums out. Do you have any other advice?
I would have the advice to just keep it in there, especially after the intro. Like the first 15 seconds, I would try to get those right, but afterwards, it's kind of natural to have ums and ahs every now and then. If it's not you stuttering the entire time, if it's just stuttering, then okay, maybe put it into CapCut and cut it out, or with the YouTube editor that you mentioned. But if
Yeah,
it's every now and then, every other sentence, whatever.
it's totally normal unless it's like a really long. Okay, would you use CapCut on phone or transfer to computer to edit?
You can use either. I have heard from people though that CapCut is now paid on computer. I'm not 100% sure if that's true. Maybe you have some free version of it. On phone is definitely free though, I can tell you that much.
Okay. I will be recording with my Mac Pro. Is CapCut also editing video made with a laptop? So laptop,
That's
desktop is
the
the
preference,
same.
yeah.
Yeah, so you should definitely see if you can download it from there as well. StreamYard, Loom, and the other one Ben mentioned, CapCut, I think, right?
Oh, this is for recording. StreamYard, Loom. Hmm. I think
And
we
then,
just said just your phone camera was the other one.
yeah. Oh, okay. So for recording,
Hmm.
couldn't hear that one he mentioned in the free versions.
I said that Loom becomes paid after a while, or it's a bit limited. StreamYard is the free version. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then recording with your
Oh,
phone
I
if you
think
don't
you
have this.
mentioned CapCut is free on the phone, but might be a paid version on the computer.
Yeah.
But go and check those ones out because everything is changing constantly. Like, what you get free for today is not free tomorrow. So always these apps and softwares, they are moving so rapidly. Just go and check out the pricing. How often should I post on YouTube?
As much as you can while it still remains achievable for you. So for some people, that's every second week. I think like once every week is good. Some people do twice a week. I've had periods where I've done, well, I've done daily videos. I've done multiple times a day on some channels, but just stick to whatever feels reasonable to you.
Yeah, without losing interest or so. I think you
Yeah.
should probably show up a few times a month, a couple of times a month. What do you see normally from the private clients you work with? Is there something you can point back how often they more or less post?
It's mostly once a week. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. We had this one. Yes, you said a second one. Okay, phone things. Okay. Oh, I think she meant the other device.
Oh, the
Maybe
other
recording device. You said.
no, I don't think so,
Okay.
because it was about StreamYard, Loom, and the other one. But yeah,
Okay. Never mind. Never
think
mind.
about it. I think about it.
All right. Yeah, no, this is wonderful. And if there are more questions in, I can hop. And if I see anything for Ben, I will tag him. And then we will also make sure that the other questions, I'm just going to post the spreadsheet and we'll add other ones. So that's it for today. Let's keep it at an hour and jump in, do the homework, come back tomorrow, and let's finalize the last few and also get a schedule for that. So thank you so much, Ben. And I know you have a recording. Oh, no, you have a meeting, I think, as well, or it was already. So thank you for coming
Got
here.
cancelled now, but yeah, all good. Yeah, thanks a lot. Have a
Thanks
good
a lot.
day.
Bye bye,
See you.
everyone.